finding your loved one shouldn't restrict you from one race or one culture, one country. You should be open-minded because love is everywhere. How we found each other was very unexpected and super random. He messaged me on Instagram and the message is unlike other, random person that will message you that, hi, hello, hindi po siya ganon. So the first message he did is like, hi, your hair looks good. Ganon po yung message niya. So na-curious po ako and I checked his profile. He looked like a decent person.
I came across her profile and she looked really beautiful. I sent her a message. At that time I was single, so I was like, why not? So I just connected with her messenger and luckily she responded.
So his profile po kasi is on public and then I stalked it like a normal girl will do. And I noticed that he is very nice. He also donates to some charity. I saw that. I was like, this guy must be good. And he travels a lot po. And I really like traveling. So I felt like just checking his profile, there's a connection already.
I was not looking for a relationship. It was just like, go with the flow. Like if things work out, yeah, we'll be in a relationship. But initially when I messaged her, it was just like, get to know and see where it goes.
He's very patient, he's very calm. So, whenever I get angry, hindi po siya nakikisabay. So, yung arguments po namin hindi lumalaki and lagi lang po talaga siyang nasusolve calmly. Parang siya po talaga yung parang guy na feeling ko na gusto kong pakasalan. My father, before when I was a kid, he have like some sort of anger issues and it like really built on me while growing up. But nung nasa around high school, college na po ako, my father changed. And he also became calm. So you'll just feel like you want a guy that is very different. And I want to be in a household na hindi po nagsisigawan. Sobrang peaceful lang po. And I think yun po yung pinaka main point kung bakit siya po yung pinili ko.
So when I met her, similar, interest-based, she's into traveling, I am into traveling. She's also really calm, we hardly fight, we connect really well.
At first, he came to Philippines but as a friend lang po. And then, around the time, we were just traveling and getting to know each other.
Like at that time, we were friends.
Then, when our relationship became serious, he was like telling me na, I'm really serious about you. I want you to go to India to meet my family and all of that.
Yeah, it's me who invited her to India because I wanted to, show her my Indian culture, meet my family. But that time we are still friends.
Yeah.
So she was a bit hesitant. She was like, no, I don't want to come because, what's the point? We are just friends. And I was like, no, I really like you and I want to, get serious in this relationship. So I convinced her and she agreed.
Yeah, but I was scared. Siguro po kasi yung stereotypes about India and dangerous, dirty, mga ganun po. It's very common, too many stereotypes about India. It was really hard po kasi this is the thing na sana hindi kayain ng iba but I lied to them po kasi at first. So, I was traveling with Pavan and then sinabi ko po na I'm traveling with my friends. So, that time I have to tell my father na I'm dating an Indian guy. Nagalit po siya. at first. So I tried my best to convince him that he is a nice person. I made him talk to my father in video call para ma-convince yung papa ko na he is a good person and he can trust him. And I even showed our photos while we were traveling. And then eventually yung father ko po is na-convince. And yeah, that's when they agreed without any arguments na pupunta ako sa India.
Initially, I didn't meet your father, and
he didn't meet in person.
But once I met his family, I talked with his father in person. That's when they were like, okay.
Yeah, so second time po na pagpunta niya ng Philippines, dun niya po na-meet yung family ko properly, and dun din po nag-start na mag-calm down yung father ko na, oh, I can trust this person. I'm blessed that he is really good, because if not, they will not allow me.
Finally, she's here. She came to India, she was very open-minded and adjusting a lot with, Indian food, Indian culture, tradition. She's learning a lot of new things.
In Philippines, there's also stereotypes when it comes to Indian family na they are very traditional, they are very strict. Pero nung dumating po ako dito, they are very welcoming. They were trying their best to get to know me. So that really exceeded my expectation. And everyone is, very eager to make me try their food, giving me different things, Indian dresses, jewelry. So they're very excited to meet me po.
Yeah, my mom keep buying sari suit. She used to give her gifts the moment she arrived in India. So they connected really well. My family really liked her. They never told me not to marry, and my father used to tell me that, okay, this is my client's daughter, my business client daughter. You want to meet her, we can arrange a marriage or meet up. And then later when I met her, I was like, no, I already found my love. So I don't want to get into arranged marriage. And then they stopped. They stopped showing me options and all that. They were like, okay, you can go with your love. And that made me realize, okay, she's the one. My family really liked her. My mother really connected with her really well. So I was like, okay, I'll propose her. Will you marry me? Are you crying? Okay.